In this exercise, I'm going to talk about broken view. And I'm not talking about one that's isolated and left off to itself. I'm talking about something that we have that's a long part that won't fit on the page. So I'm going to come up, I'm going to say create a new drawing. And then I'm going to come up, I'm going to click base view. And I'm going to click my part here. But I'm going to give it a pretty long distance here. 1 to 1's fine there. Right click and OK. And you can see it's sticking off my page, but it's such a long skinny part, I don't necessarily need it to be scaled way down. So what I can do is I can come up here and I click break, click the view, and then you notice it gives me a couple options. Do I want to do like a structural style or a rectangular style break? And you can adjust the teeth, how you want them to show up, how jagged you want them to be. So I'm going to pick 2 points, and you can see there it gives me the break. Now, you'll notice that, hey, I'm still off my page here. So what I can do is, I can grab one side of the break and drag it towards the end. As I do that, that shortens my part more and more till it'll fit on my page. Likewise, if I decide I've got it too short, I can drag it towards the other side. So if I grab this side of the break here and drag it to the right, it'll make the part smaller. If I grab this side, it'll go this way, make it smaller. But if I grab the left side and I drag it to the right, it'll make it longer. Same with the right side to the left. So you can kind of decide, hey, where do I want my break to show up at? How long do I need it to be? And you can get it just the way you want it to be and have your part show up on your page. Me, I like to kind of have it down at one end. If I need to adjust the way it looks, right click on it, say edit break. You can change it over to a traditional break symbol. And that's not nearly big enough. See there, I still don't like that. Edit the break. Make my gap a little bit bigger there so it'll scale up. So I can end up with something that looks like that. Or if you like that broken look, you can end up with a true break looking type thing. If you had a really tall part and you went with the traditional symbol, you could have multiple breaks in there. So if this was like a big giant panel or something that was like 8 feet tall and 20 feet long, you could have a couple breaks down through there. You don't have to have just one. But once again, this is a super simple tool, not a whole lot to go into. If you want to play around with it, there will be a file called dp-1007-long and add that into a drawing and create a break out of it on your own. Remember, you drop it in, you go to the break command, and then you actually play with the break itself to adjust how the break looks.